The kindergarten teachers have created this presentation so that you will have a better understanding of the new Kindergarten Common Core report card.
This is the second year of kindergarten where teachers have been teaching the Common Core standards. Common Core standards set high expectations for students, staff, and schools. This is the first year that the Valparaiso Community Schools are using a Common Core based report card. If you would like to see the Common Core standards, please visit corestandards.org. The kindergarten teachers in the district have created the new report card. We decided that this report card reflects of what is happening in the classroom. It allows families to see what is expected of their child throughout the entire school year. It also provides feedback for certain standards so that we can set meaningful goals for each individual student. The kindergarten grading scale is made up of 3 categories: established with a plus sign, emerging with a check mark, and deficient with a minus sign. Your child may not receive all established marks the first quarter, and that's okay. If your child receives an emerging sign, which is a check mark, that means your child is on the right track in learning the skill. If your child receives a minus sign, which means deficient, this means that they're behind in this skill and this standard. It may require more additional help at home. If you look at the report card, you can see that each standard grows throughout the school year. The skills do get harder. So if your child receives an established mark the first quarter, that does not mean they will receive an established mark the second, third, or fourth quarters. It's important to read each skill under the standard. For art, music, and PE, they will receive semester grades. So they will only receive grades in the second quarter and the fourth quarter. The special classes, art, music, and PE, will use the following grading system: S for satisfactory and N for needs improvement. When you're viewing your child's report card, please remember that your child is not expected to have established marks for all of the standards at the end of each quarterly period. This is a developmental process, and the report card is a developmental report card. However, established marks are expected for each child at the end of the fourth quarter. When you're viewing your report card, you will notice that there are shaded areas. The shaded areas indicate that the students will be assessed on this skill at a later time. For each section on the report card, there is a box labeled Modified Curriculum. If this box is checked, it means that your child is receiving modified assignments at school. For example, there were 10 sight words the first quarter. Your child might have been asked to learn 5 of them. If students were working on writing their numbers to 10, your child's goal might have been to write their numbers to 5. These are examples of a modified curriculum. If this box is checked, it means that your child is not completing grade level work and is in need of additional support on assignments. Your child might receive a modified curriculum in reading, but not in math, or vice versa. Your child's grades are based upon teachers' observations made throughout the quarter. Specific assignments are also directly linked to each standard. All of the kindergarten teachers at Flint Lake Elementary have been using the same assessment packets to assess your child for each standard. When you receive your child's report card, you will also receive a separate sheet titled Report Card Details. On this sheet, you will be able to see what letters your child needs more work on. You will also be able to see what your child counted to by ones and tens. You will also be able to see what shapes your child still needs to work on. When naming the shapes, your child also had to state how many sides and how many corners each shape has. When you receive your child's report card, you will also receive an M-Class summary sheet. M-Class is a type of assessment that is given 3 times a year. There is an M-Class Math and an M-Class Reading. You will only receive the reading portion of this assessment. I would like to remind you that your child was administered this assessment during the first 2 weeks of kindergarten. Your child has grown a lot since the first 2 weeks of kindergarten. The point of this assessment is to give the teachers and families a starting point to where your child was at the beginning of the year. Your child will be reassessed in January to see if they have shown growth. On the back side of this summary sheet, there are activities of what you can do at home to help your child grow. We believe this report card identifies students' levels of progress with regards to the standards, areas of strength, and areas where additional time and effort is needed. Please contact your child's teacher if you have any questions regarding the new Kindergarten Common Core based report card.
Thank you for your time.